Hey, Dave here with Saddleback Leather, and I want to show you the 14-inch grandfather case. I made some changes to it. I used to be 13 inches, now it's 14, but I'll show you all the ins and outs of it here in just a second. But first, let me show you where we are. Okay, this is really cool. Okay, check this out. We are here in Rome, Italy. Obviously, this is where Godzilla rested, and if you haven't seen the Kong versus Godzilla movie, we watched it in Sorrento with our kids in Italian in some really old theater just the other day. It was actually kind of cool. You don't need words for those kind of movies. And Godzilla rests in he's the new emperor, and he rests in the Colosseum. But anyway, so here we are in Rome, and I wanted to show you the 14-inch grandfather case. This is different from the 13-inch in that it fits a 14-inch MacBook Pro. The 16-inch fits comfortably a 16-inch MacBook Pro, but this is the 14-inch. It's 14 by 10.5 tall by 5.5 deep here. I'll show you the ins and outs here. I've got it so the handle lays flat. Got a shoulder strap. You know why? Because I like shoulder straps. So I decided to have a shoulder strap here, and I have it at just the right height so the metal is touching here. Both sides, the metal's touching. This is meant to get kind of scuffed. This is not for kings and princes. This is for the stonemason and for the plowman and these guys here. So this is a regular everyday man's case. Got a leather hinge on the back here, no metal. This leather hinge, no breakable parts. Check this out. Here's the interior. It's really kind of simple. Look at that. So I've got cases that fit in here that you can set in here, or organizer bags. You set those in for whichever color of organizer bag you have, or whichever color of case you have. Then you can put your notepad or your journal cover or your laptop in here on top of it, and when you open it up, you just pull out whatever you need. It's all right in front of you. So this is all hand sewn. The hinge is all hand sewn here. The corners here, all of these edges here are hand sewn. All of these are hand sewn. This thing took forever to make. In fact, so this is interesting. When I was starting Saddleback, I wanted this case. I wanted to make a case just like this, but I didn't know how. And the guy didn't know how. I said, "Can you make a hard case?" He's like, "No." And so he didn't know how to do it. I didn't know how to do it. And so I had a soft one made instead, and everybody seemed to like it. And so now I've got this hard case because finally, after all of that was 1999. 2021, we figured out how to make it. I tried so many different ones. Finally got the right look, the right weight, the right size, the firmness, the strength, the durability, all of that in this one. And this is what I wanted originally. Finally got it. Now, I know not everyone's going to appreciate this, but let me share a couple things with you. This and this and this all are designed to be in a triangle. I like triangles, and I didn't have any other metal anywhere around. You'll notice a lot of triangles in my designs. You'll see threes. Threes is like the divine mark of perfection. This isn't perfect, of course. I'm not perfect, but this is this little thing that sets it off. This little triangle right here. This shoulder strap. There's so many little details that I had to go over and over and over and over and over again to get right. This metal, it's gonna rub right here. You have to have it down low enough to where it's not digging in. If it's too high, it digs in right here, digs into your side. Down too low, it hangs out this way. But I didn't want it so low that this leather was rubbing and getting the stitching rubbing against this corner. So I have the metal rubbing right here and right here to keep it from, it's just gonna polish it. So this is the 14-inch grandfather case. You're really gonna love it. The 13-inch grandfather case, I had pockets on the inside. But when I did the pockets here, I had pockets here and here. That filled in space down here. And I had a lot of people say, hey, I'm using this for display. I'm using it for showing things, and these pockets are in the way. And so what I did is I removed the pockets so that we could have the cases in here instead, shallow cases for your pens and for cables and organizer bags, and then your laptop. This is also a nice travel bag. I was carrying this around Rome all day today, and I really like it for a travel bag, which is kind of, the 13-inch we use for our drone. We use it for a lot of different camera gear, camera equipment. I have it this height, 5.5 inches tall, 14 wide, and about 10.5 this way. And I have it for camera gear. So anyway, camera gear and other kind of things that fit in there nicely with padding and that sort of thing. You're really gonna like it. The 14-inch grandfather case.